right, YouTube. Today, what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be talking about Kid Buu, the rise and fall of the legend, the myth, the piece of bubblegum you all hate. We're gonna talk about what happened to him. Where is he now? What's he doing? And why hasn't he come back from the store? And today I am with a guest. Please state your name.
Hey, it's Nitro. I'm back. You know y'all missed me from the raid battles and the round table, and I'm back sooner than expected.
Yeah, we got the boy Nitro. He's gonna be covering Kid Buu with me because we all know Nitro kind of nice with the Kid Buu. If y'all remember, once upon a time.
Well, it's fun. It's fun. You know, me and you had something in common. We're both Kid Buu masters. You know? We had a little shit going on.
All right. Without further ado, all right, Nitro. I'm gonna ask you, what happened to Kid Buu, in your opinion, from his humble beginnings of being top 3 character to now?
Man, where do I start? Like, it hurt. When they hit him with the nerfs, back to back, to back to back, to back. My soul every time was just like, damn, another shot. Ah, please, no more.
Yeah, man, they just they never stopped, you know, and I feel like Kid Buu was one of the characters affected by memes and just, you know, complaining that wasn't really true or not. Like, one of the big ones, and I've talked about this before, one of the big complaints that was had that wasn't even true was Kid Buu having 4 overheads. First hit of jump medium is not an overhead, right? But you had people, you know, Hook mainly, right? One of the big people.
Hook and God.
Yeah, Hook and God. You know, saying that 4 overheads, right? This is 4 overheads. That's not true. So again, this is not an overhead. First hit of jump medium. Bandai and Arxis were smart. They're like, no, we're not gonna let this be an overhead. They did the right thing.
Which was very smart. Shit, that they want to make him too broken, but somehow we got. Apparently, he had 4 overheads. Did you know about that, Cloud? Because I didn't know about that.
Yeah, dude, that's hype. I take me back. And so the reason that we bring this up is because I think this nerf to Kid Buu happened because of people saying, oh, 4 overheads. Oh, his overhead game was crazy. You can no longer jump medium to light crouching opponents with Kid Buu. So even if your opponent stands at first and then crouches, as you can see, it's gone. Look at that. I went through his head. It makes no sense. Why is that a thing? Now you're probably thinking, well, you could get mixed off of this. No, you can't. Your opponent is just gonna mash here, and then you're gonna get punished, and you're gonna explode. So yeah, this is very important detail that needed to be covered, as Kid Buu is probably the only character who can jump medium light in this game. It pains my heart.
I gotta make sure. Yeah, he's the only character.
Yeah, I don't think any other character has an issue. Some characters have to do it from a little bit higher than regular ID height, but you know, on crouching only opponents. But other than that, every character could be able to do it. And I get it. Kid Buu was one of the best characters in season 1, 2. Not so much season 3. I feel like season 3 is when things started normalizing. What do you think, Nitro?
Fall off happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when the fall off happened. Like, I think the biggest fall off, personally, like, was when they added guard cancel vanish. They're like, that hurt.
Yeah, because there's not much you could do about it. But yeah, I agree with you. Once season 3.5 hit, that's when I feel like Kid Buu just kind of got left behind because everybody else just became so strong and so powerful. And they kept nerfing him, by the way. Alright, so now that we've kind of talked about Kid Buu's humble beginnings to now, just because all that happened doesn't mean you still can't play Kid Buu. Granted, you have to work a little bit harder than other characters, right? Kid Buu can still be fun, you know, and especially those of you that had characters that weren't that great and have stuck around with them to where they're now godlike. Beerus players, right? You know, you guys had humble beginnings, and look at you now. You guys are the new Kid Buu players, by the way. You Beerus players are the new Kid Buu players. Like, I'm dead ass. Y'all the new ignoramus. All right. So moving on, I feel, Nitro, that if you're gonna play Kid Buu, you should either have him point or mid. There's no way he's an anchor character. He just doesn't have it in him.
No way you're putting that character anchor. There was like an argument for maybe when he was, you know, really good. Like, you know, now it's no argument.
Yeah, he just doesn't have it in him.
They hurt him a bit much. Yeah, he's just getting old, you know. He's going from Kid Buu to like Teen Buu, like, you know, it's changing. He's changing.
His joints are hurting, man. Also, thank you, Double, for the raid. But yeah, his joints are hurting, dude. I agree, 100%. But yeah, so point.
Years,
yeah, point mid has to be where he goes. He needs an assist behind him. He needs something to set up, you know. And
yeah, he needs help for sure.
Like one of his truest ways to mix is, you know, with gumball, right? You throw gumball, you super jump float, left, right, mix up, you know. As if you were to try to do something like, you know, 2S into Mystic Ball. And I wasn't gonna mention this, but Nitro brought up a good point. You can guard cancel EX Mystic Ball on reactions. There we go. Don't get me wrong, you can answer back with super, but you know, you have to be woke for it, right? And your reward.
And then what happens when they guard cancel vanish? Like, you know, it's a little bit much, you know, it's a bit much. Yeah.
Damn. Yo, actually, yeah, they just get out scot-free. That's crazy.
But it's 2 bars. That's what you guys are gonna say, right? But like, think about it, guys. Everybody's building 2 bars off of combos.
Off of anything.
It's very easy to build 2 bars.
And forcing Kid Buu to go back to neutral, it's gonna be in your favor, unless you're playing a character that's worse than him, which is hard to do.
Yeah, like worse than him. I personally think that he has the worst neutral in the game now.
I'd say him or UI.
Yeah, it's one of them.
All right, but yeah, we can both agree though that Kid Buu's neutral sucks. One of the worst, if not the worst.
Yes, one of the worst.
Yeah, dude, he's unfortunately Kid Buu can't be as ignorant as other characters. That's why you can't have him on neutral, right? He doesn't have any big.
I don't like the child.
Yeah, he has no big fuck you moves, right? Yeah, like what are you gonna do? Candy beam? Move terrible. Mystic Ball doesn't even go half screen, right? Well, I guess if you count the upward.
And gets anti-air.
Yeah.
Those normals.
Airborne move, right? His Key Blast are okay, I guess. Yeah. However, though, he still has 3M, 2M, and 1M, right? This is probably his best move in his entire toolkit, I would have to say, right? The Stomps.
Yeah, until you whiff.
Yeah, until you whiff. It's a very true statement. But the downside to this is you have to predict where your opponent is going to be. Because if you think your opponent's going to backdash, you have to do 3M or 2M depending on the distance. But if your opponent decides to go in, you know, you whiff a stomp, right? You do the wrong one, you die. Right? So you have to choose between 1, 2, and 3M because they're kind of tracking, but not completely.
Since it doesn't track completely, it makes whipping very easy actually. So it's like, and compared to other characters, let's put Vegito on the pedestal here because he's a big offender of this one. He didn't have to predict where you're gonna be. He's gonna be like, oh, you're in line of sight, die. You know, big offender.
Yeah, because he's just a constant forward moving hitbox, whereas Kid Buu needs to pinpoint the exact spot you're going. And on top of it, don't forget, these are light starters, right? This is light. The only medium one is 1M. So the reward you get is not going to be the same compared to other characters, you know, Vegito, Gogeta, that when they hit you, it's all medium skilled. And you explode.
Yep.
As opposed to Kid Buu. Oh, you know, at least the combo looks cool though. Ooh! All that work, dude, and I did less damage than him. That's crazy.
Still less damage.
Like, that only works on... You have to know what character that works on. That doesn't work on everybody. That's that combo. Kid Buu Stomps probably is the best thing about him right now. They're so strong. The buffs they gave him help him get full screen conversions because you could do Stomp into 2S. There's a couple Stomps into 2S. into a conversion because you can reverse beat back into M off Key Blast, which was a nice change. Not really what he needed, but you kind of take what you can get at this point, you know, because they're not going to give him much. The whole
not much at all.
Yeah, the whole stigma of he was great at the beginning, he should no longer be great. It's kind of weird. You know, the balance changes for some of these characters. It's questionable, but hey, what can we do? We're just playtesting the game sometimes. And on top of all that, right, we talked about his normals. He doesn't really have
great again.
Dude, I wish. He doesn't really have good block strings, right? Doesn't have the best stagger pressure either, as his mediums are hella negative, right? If you do heavy, you either got a Key Blast, Candy Beam, Mystic Ball, and we showed you earlier you can guard cancel vanish Mystic Ball on reaction. Doesn't matter if it's the light, medium, or heavy one. You can guard cancel them. Okay, command grab doesn't do anything for you, right? There's Kid Buu virtually has I don't want to say bad mix, but he's lacking compared to what it once used to be with the inclusion of guard cancel vanish.
Is a shell of a former self.
Exactly. Guard cancel vanish definitely hurt him as a character. There's not many characters that
I'd say it did the most damage to him out of anybody.
Yeah, because again, his stuff is reactable. You do this and you guard cancel. You do this, if you do 2S into 5S or into anything, it's RPS at this point, right? And RPS, when you're on point, when you have assist behind you, is never a good look. Other characters could just make you block and put you into mix at this point. Kid Buu still has the RPS as mix, which is absurd to say, you know?
And think of like all the options the opponent has. Like he has reflect,
Super dash,
guard cancel, vanish, super dash, level 3. Some characters just have DPs, counter level 1.
Yeah, anti-air command grabs, you know, to like get out if you try to do Mystic Ball or something. So it's tough, you know. Like the best way you could probably mix is with Gumball. It's probably the best way you can mix, right? If you don't want to leave any gaps. But they could still guard cancel this if they know when and where to do it. But you got to keep your options open. You got to keep your opponent guessing, you know. They'll make it easy for them. But one last thing, right? For those of you that think 5M and JM are good moves, please don't. This is probably the worst normal in the game. Outside of combos and hit confirms, JM and 5M are terrible. So please just stick to 3M or 2M or 1M if you're going to throw along normal. Because you're negative for almost an entire second out of the Stomps, which is a little bit better. As we were saying, right? And I tried to mention that the level 3 no longer happy birthdays, but the crazy part about it, and this was a shadow nerf by the way, it wasn't actually in the patch notes. I discovered it through testing and cried myself to sleep that night, and I'm sure all Kid Buu players did. Yeah, so Kid Buu was already really bad at happy birthdaying his opponent, right? If I stop being duffed. Oh no, what do I do, bro? Oh, Nitro, what do I do?
I don't know anymore. Like,
oh,
took it all away.
No! But this has always been one of his big problems. Kid Buu was one of the few characters when you got happy birthday, you'd be like, okay, they're gonna have to be an engineer in rocket science to do this conversion. No, he flipped that. Oh my god. As you can see,
a degree, bro.
Yeah. And again, as Nitro mentioned earlier, this level 3 used to happy birthday, but they took it out for some reason. Like, it was one of the few ways Kid Buu could actually do damage to both characters. So yeah, Kid Buu definitely, again, he's not, I don't think he's playing Dragon Ball Fighters anymore.
Yeah, he's like, he's trying to live a past that he can't live anymore, you know?
Yeah. He's playing above his pay grade, which is unfortunate. Because Kid Buu is I think Kid Buu is one of the sicker characters in this game with how he's designed. But because they left him behind, I mean, when's the last time you fought a Kid Buu player? You know, think about it.
It was me.
Yeah.
The mirror matching myself.
Yeah, exactly. You probably can think of when you fight at least one of the other characters, but not Kid Buu. There's like no prominent player that's competing that plays Kid Buu nowadays. But
Yeah.
to move on top of everything that we've already pinpointed that Kid Buu suffers in, and we touched on this a little earlier, is his specials, right? Mystic Ball. Look at this move compared to this, right? And God forbid you instant air legs, right? If you do it in the air, you basically go 99% of the screen with Vegito, and it's safe. You know, on the ground.
Even a no Gohan is his plus.
Yeah, Dog Gohan can control his. He can bait stuff with his EX legs. Oops, sorry, I don't want to sell.
Yes, I do though.
So yeah, all these characters have some EX move or something to help them in the neutral, but Kid Buu has Candy Beam, which doesn't even have a hitbox on the entire move. It's just the tip. Where
Yeah, so like if he jumps over, yep,
you die.
Prepare to die.
Yeah, you have to do air beam, right? Because beams in this game have a hitbox the whole way through. But the problem with that is you can only do it in the air. Yeah, it would have been great if you could have held the button and it would have gave you
a grounded beam.
Yeah, that would have been great. I would have loved it. You hold the button down, the game's like, oh, okay, within these 25 frames of Candy Beam, you held the button down, we're gonna give you beam, but it's locked in the air, so you have to do it. You have to instant air Kamehameha, which is okay, but if you mess up, you get grounded Candy Beam, and then you could potentially explode, because this move is like -60 on block.
Oh, whiff. It is.
Oh, whiff, sorry.
Time to die.
Yeah, it's like -60 on whiff. You have an entire second to punish your opponent, you can do supers and things like that. So, I tried and true, never do Candy Beam. Old school clip there. Mystic Ball, don't get me wrong, I think Mystic Ball is great if your opponent doesn't know how to answer the move, right? And it's sometimes
There's so many answers now.
yeah, Key Blast, beams, the big normals, you know, a bunch of invincibility options nowadays, right? That aren't even just anti-air, they're just invincible in general. Barriers. Yeah, there's the inclusion of a lot of things that counterplay Kid Buu, yeah, which is unfortunate. So it's just a testament to how hard you have to work with the character. And what else? Command grabs? Oh my god, terrible.
Oh god.
Like, look, I wish.
LOL, by the way. 5M starter right there. You die.
Yeah, and you don't even get a good punish if you get it to land. If the light ones, you get super. Medium, sure, you get a combo, but it's way
you have to be so
slower.
preemptive. It's so slow.
Yeah. So I still wish to this day that they gave him a grounded command grab. And I remember saying this to somebody, and they're like, nah, that'd be too good. I'm like, are you crazy? If you gave Kid Buu a grounded command grab, like, he still wouldn't be that good, but it'd be an option. What else does he have? Gumball. This move is only good after you've made your opponent block. This is only good when you make your opponent block, but even then, they could guard cancel it.
Like, the good part about it is if they don't react fast enough, you are plus 40. And you can be plus 1 on reflect. But if they react correctly with, let's say, jab, you're losing 50%. If they react correctly with super, you're losing 40. If they react correctly with guard cancel, you have to play neutral again. And that is not in your favor, bucko.
Yeah, it's tough out here to have your opponent respect you when even you do get the hit. Like, look how specific this hit has to be to get something with Kid Buu. They have to be airborne, right? Or not, sorry, they have to be standing. If you hit your opponent crouching, so let's say you mix them. There we go. So if the character is not tall enough, you just whiff.
And you die.
Yeah, and you die. You have to have character-specific combos with Kid Buu to get damage. Meanwhile, there's characters that
do the same 3 BNBs.
on top of that, They actually made his damaging combo harder mid-screen since they gave him a 2S. You can't fast fall as easy anymore. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that, chat.
It's way harder because you have to fast fall JS, but if you're holding down, you don't let go fast enough. You get 2S, which by the way, is not very good because it's not like base Vegeta's where you keep momentum. Me and Nitro talked about this earlier.
Yeah, this is can't even retreat with it, bro. Like he keeps going forward. The damn kid.
Kid Buu, my baby. Yeah, and the only time he can get damage is again in the corner.
You got to do a very, very hard combo
to get like a bunch of damage. This is like the easy one where he doesn't even break 5k. If you're not breaking 5k, yeah, something's wrong.
Just leave.
But anyways, so yeah, Kid Buu has to work a lot harder. He is working an honest 9 to 5 while everybody else works in the comfort of their own home, right?
Yep.
They work remote and AC. They have their pets with them. Kid Buu's in an office. The AC is broken. He's in a cubicle by
and the
himself.
company is corrupt.
Yeah. Boss hates him.
Yep.
Co-workers hate him.
He's getting exploited. You hate to see it.
Everyone's walking all over him. The only things left to really cover are his assist, which
Oh god.
This
Where did we start?
Yeah, this used to be goated back in the day.
Yep. Back in my day.
Back in my day, dude. This was the only assist that provided 4-way mix. It was goated. It was hard to combo into, so it was properly balanced, right? It was easy to combo into. You couldn't use it for neutral that well, but if you made your opponent block, the world was your oyster. Yeah.
They were guessing.
And then, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say the problem now is like everybody has built-in mix-ups, so what's the point anymore?
Yeah, it's just a waste of an assist for the most part, you know.
One big thing is like, much like the actual move and the assist, there are very easy guard cancel points.
Yeah.
I feel like you always had to do with that, didn't you? I don't remember.
I don't think so.
You were really good at this timing though. I was not that good at the timing when I was doing
Mark one. I'll try to do the other one where like you get hit by Mystic Ball.
Oh yeah.
Ugh! There we go.
Yep. Can't do anything about that. And the guard cancel one, normal guard cancel one is...
Yeah, what's the timing for this one?
You have to make the ball hit you first.
Yeah, there you go. It's one of these. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's definitely been a while.
There we go. Yeah, you're not converting off that.
Yeah, it's too hard. Even if you do, you only get like 20 damage.
Yeah, maybe you could spark. Maybe if it's far enough. So yeah, there's just a bunch of answers to Kid Buu nowadays, and if you don't have the answer, that's your fault. It's not the Kid Buu player's fault.
Literally.
But yeah, so A assist is chalked. B assist is it's okay. It's 32 on block. It's 22 frame startup.
Yeah, it's very fast. You get some mix up of it, but like if I wanted a 22 frame assist or more blocks done,
GT Goku.
I could just play GT Goku. I could play Beerus. I could play SJ Vegeta.
Krillin.
Play Krillin. There you go, another one.
And finally, his C assist. Sure, it's a full screen beam. But like the thing is, with the way they did universal beam buffs, it's like
you don't really have a use for C, right?
Yeah. Because it fixed the problem of not being able to confirm off of it because of the added hit stun. You can just dash up light now. That was the main reason of C assist, beam assist. It's like, oh, I can't confirm off a regular beam assist. But now it's like, okay, well, they fixed that. They gave you like 20 more frames to convert off of it, which is more than enough time. So there's no real reason to use it. And it's probably his best assist, maybe B, which is crazy.
Yeah. That's insane. It still has like so many faults, but it's like the most unique assist for doing like most things. So I guess it works.
Well, I mean, it has like no block stun either, right? Like, what is it? What is the startup point blank? 33 for 30 frame advantage, and then what is GT Goku? I think he's like 40. He's 40 for 34. So yeah, and he's an A assist, and he covers a way better angle.
And is he blast info too? Yeah, you just dash block to protect him. Like either way, it's fine.
Yeah. So there's things you could do to fix the fault of that assist, but there's nothing you could do to really fix the fault of Kid Buu's assist. You know.
Yep.
Just very lackluster in the current meta.
Poor Kid Buu doesn't have an assist. It's not there for the team.
Yeah, his super again lacks damage, right? Supers don't do that much. I think one of the weaker level 3s in the game now, right? And they reverted his level 1 damage. They didn't buff it, okay?
What good that did.
They reverted it back to what it was. It's not stronger than it ever was. They just brought it back, but they didn't make it better.
Yep.
Remember that. Did they not bring back the level 3 damage? I don't remember if they brought back level 3. I know they brought back level 1s.
Sure.
But either way, it's still one of the weaker level 3s in the game, you know?
Yeah, it would still be one of the weaker level 3s and doesn't give good frame advantage. Doesn't give you a mix up. Like, Kid Buu, bro. Kid Buu, bro.
But if you've noticed by now, Kid Buu, and it's crazy to say, he's one of the hardest characters to make work in the current meta. However, that does not mean he's not a fun character to play. Don't get me wrong. Characters that aren't good can still be fun to play, right? There's joy to be found in the trials and tribulations, as well as when you do get started, it feels amazing. When you're going through bullet hell with Kid Buu, you make it to the other side of the tunnel, and you lock your opponent down and you beat their ass. There's just joy to be found in it.
Yep, 100%. Like, oh, I can't tell you how many times I played UI Kid Buu, and I put them in a block string after doing this, and that, and it really got me going, you know?
Yeah, but you have to get to that point.
Yeah, which is the harder part, and it's become even harder now.
But I mean, you know, for you, those Kid Buu players out there, I haven't seen one in, God, I want to say like a year, dude.
They're going instinct, bro.
Yeah, if you're still playing Kid Buu out there, kudos to you. But I haven't ran into a Kid Buu player in like a year and a half, maybe. I'm the Kid Buu player people run into, you know.
Yeah.
Closing thoughts. If I could.
Kid Buu, my son. They've done you wrong, but we pray for your return at one day.
Yeah, we'll see.
Maybe the next iteration of the game.
Yeah, dude, maybe. Yeah, DBFZ 2 when, please. But anyways, for those of you Kid Buu players out there, I understand. I'm with you. For those of you that hated Kid Buu, yeah, for those of you that hated Kid Buu, you got what you wanted. I hope you're happy. I hate you. No, I'm just kidding. Well, maybe just a little bit. Hook!
I might hate you.
Yeah. I might. Thanks for hearing me out. Kid Buu is in a very tough place right now. It's crazy to say, as he was one of the
He needs your support. So if you PayPal me.
Yeah, if you PayPal Nitro. If you guys get Nitro enough subs to go to CEO Otaku, he will save Kid Buu. Alright, yes, plug it right now, Nitro. Thank you, Nitro, for joining me in this Kid Buu discussion. Appreciate you.
Don't mind if I do.
My man. And final words from me. I miss Kid Buu. And the things that replaced him were not something we really wanted. But it's expected. Or expected, but people are having fun with it at the end of the day. And if that's what gets people to come back and keep playing the game, then so be it. You know, I'm not really complaining too much. A lot of characters I like came back, or they're strong, or they're good, or they're fun to play. But Kid Buu was one of my first loves in the game, and to see them still stuck in the trenches makes me a sad boy. Baby, come back. Alright, I will catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching, and I'll get to your character. I see people in the comments saying, play this character. Keep doing that. Keep putting that in the comments section, because if you don't, then maybe I won't play that character. Maybe I won't bring him up. Alright? Keep the streak going. I don't worry, I see your comments. day 7 of wanting Cloud to play Majin Buu and Androids. I see you guys. Appreciate
see
you
you.
guys. Yeah. Y'all have a good night. Please like, comment, and tell me who you want me to talk about next, because maybe I will. Maybe I will.